Today is the inauguration of our 45th president, an event in American politics that only happens once every 4 years. While this inauguration may seem more traditional than ones we've had in the past, Trump is still making history. Because Trump is becoming president with a cloud of controversy and a worrying amity towards Vladimir Putin and Russia. It used to be that Trump was in agreement with other politicians on Putin and his actions.
Well, Mitt was right, and he was also right when he mentioned in one of the debates about Russia. Russia's our biggest problem, and Russia is, really
He said more of a problem than Al-Qaeda.
He said it's a hell of a problem, and everybody laughed at it, including certain media, by the way. They laughed. And it turned out that he's absolutely right.
We should definitely be strong. We should definitely do sanctions, and we have to show some strength.
But lately, he seems to have changed his tune, frequently praising Putin time and time again, seemingly quicker to commend Putin than the leaders of his own country.
He's running this country, and at least he's a leader, unlike what we have in this country.
And this dialogue becomes more than simple praise when you take into account that Russia seemingly had a role in the U.S. election. And this dialogue becomes scary when you take into account that the primary goal of this Russian meddling was to destabilize the United States, to undermine public faith in the U.S. democratic process, and to help Trump due to his Russia-friendly positions on Syria and Ukraine. And while there is little validity to these reports, it hasn't stopped Putin from showing obvious favoritism.
Господина Дональда Трампа с победой на этих выборах.
And I'd also like to congratulate Mr. Donald Trump with his victory in these elections.
Recently, Donald Trump seems to repeat Russian talking points, threatening to leave NATO, calling it obsolete, criticizing the EU, and advocating for lifting sanctions given to Russia for its belligerent foreign behavior. The latter would set a dangerous precedent that would give Russia a free pass and forgiveness for any actions that go against international law. Many of Donald Trump's planned foreign policy actions seem to align perfectly to the goals the Russian government has had for decades. And that's deeply troubling, because never before have we been not sure whether or not the president was putting foreign interests over that of the country. Even members of his campaign staff and his cabinet appointments are under federal investigation for supposed Russian ties. There are some claims that state that Donald Trump is financially invested in Russia, or that Russia has blackmail on him, but none of that is verified or confirmed. No matter how you look at it, the beginning of Donald Trump's presidency is making history. And if concerns turn out to be true, Trump's presidency can be surrounded in the largest event in modern U.S. politics, a successful Russian coup of the U.S. government.